Okay, this section we're going to look at converting not just in one dimension but in two dimensions. So in this case we're taking square feet and turning it into square yards. And so when we're talking about square, we're talking about area, right? We're not talking about just from one point, the distance from here to here. That's lineal, like feet. We're actually talking about how much area does it cover, like the carpeting or the drywall or something like that. And so in your book, it'll starts off with 128 square feet, which is the same as 128 feet squared or square feet. And we're trying to go to square yards. And so, again, that's yards squared. And we're asking ourselves, well, how do you convert that? Well, the fast way to convert it would be to go to a table or just memorize the fact that there are 9 square feet in a square yard, right? So you could say that. And where am I going to put the feet at? Well, this is up here, so where should I put the square feet at? On the bottom, right? Feet squared, yards squared. Then I put in my conversion. 1, 9. And so what I end up with then again, the feet squared are going to cancel, and I'm going to end up with 128 yards squared divided by 9. And just like we did before, we're going to take that 128 yards, and we're going to divide it by 9, and we're going to do the thing. Now, can you do this on your calculator? You sure can. And I won't be mad at you if you do that. How many times 9 goes into 38? What, 4? 4 times 9 is 36. And so you have a remainder of 2. And so that would give you 14 yards. And the remainder, remember, this was in feet before. And we're dividing it by 9. And so the remainder is still in feet. And so it would just be 14 yards, 2 feet. Now, what if you didn't remember how many square feet were in a square yard? Again, you might remember that, but if you look in your work, there might be ones that you don't know. So again, like we were talking about, is if I can't remember that, that's okay. I'm going to just do it one dimension at a time. Yards. 3 feet is 1 yard times. And what I'm doing is I'm just converting it one dimension at a time. 1 yard is the same as 3 feet. 1 yard is the same as 3 feet. And if you notice, it does take out the foot squared. And I end up exactly in the same spot we were in before. I have yard times yard. So that's yard squared over 9. And so we would get the same answer. Again, when we start, maybe square feet, you can memorize that stuff. But how many square inches are in a square yard? 36 times 36, right? But you might remember that number. But if you do it step by step, if you can't remember, then you just do it one dimension at a time. You do the conversion that you know, and eventually you'll get there. It just might take you a few more times to get there. So that's it.